Gwyneth is a bit of a lucky charm for me. We were driving through the streets of London one day when I first met Gwyneth, and I thought she'd been mooning out the window to some passers-by. Anyway, the police stopped us, pulled us over. I later realised I'd been doing 75 and 40, so it wasn't mooning at all. But we both smiled sweetly and we both acted stupid, and I got off. So she's definitely a lucky charm for me. I have to soften up my mother-in-law. Now you'll have noticed a couple of Carrier's video salesmen patrolling the perimeter, trying to flog a bit of gear, namely Ben and Gary. Now, a lot of you may not know, but Gary's a bit of a runner. He's about to run the Great North Run next week. He always likes to look the part, and just so he does, when he does his Great North Run, we've got him some flashy 20 minutes. Bruce, I love you like a brother. Ladies and gentlemen, now in honour of the three little ladies who performed so well in the church today, I'd ask you all to be upstanding to toast the bridesmaids.
It's a picture of Richard.
Who's this?
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Hello.
This afternoon, I'm giving you a choice of two speeches. Because that's the kind of a guy I am. I have one for a receptive audience with a good sense of humour. And I have another for Procter & Gamble employees.
We'll have bugs.
I think, seeing as the latter in the minority, I'll probably stick with the first one. My first task this afternoon is to ask upon you a small favour. I would like some audience participation.
Oh no, you won't.
Just to keep you awake, guys. On account of Rick's cricketing bent, when I mention Rick's name, I would like you to all shout at the top of your voices, "How was that?" We'll do a rehearsal in a minute. When I mention Jenny's name, on account of her gorgeousness, I would like you to all go, mm-mm. When I do the collective, Rick and Jenny, which I'm sure I might do, I would like you to cry, "How was that? Mm-mm." Or if you like, "How was that mm-mm pie?" That's good. So can we do a little rehearsal? I'm just casually mentioning Rick, and you cry, Jenny. Love it. Rick and Jenny. Fire! Thank you very much, that's wonderful. Right, I'm going to start now. I was reminded this week, whilst reading Roger's Thesaurus to wedding etiquette, that my primary role this afternoon is to represent the bridesmaids. I have, however, sadly been deprived on this occasion of the traditional privilege of eloping with them on grounds of the fact that they are marginally too young. I am, however, as they are looking extremely tasty, prepared to wait. Until next week. Oh, sorry. I'm sure I can organise myself. I'm sure many of you will empathise with me for the foreboding task I have of being Rick's best man. Too late!
How was that?
Can we keep it? You may think, on the grounds of his aversion to any drink that doesn't have a purple parasol, a cherry, a sparkler, or is drunk with a straw, that I would have no tales of debauchery, indecency, or alcoholic amnesia. You would, however, think wrong. I am very pleased to announce that after 14 years of trying every trick in the book to make him drink, that on the 16th of August 1991, put that in your notebooks please, Rick's his 27 years of abstinence came to a sorry conclusion. He drank 7 pina coladas. One of which was dispatched without the glass touching the table, but rather a lot of pina colada on his shirt. However, old boy, you took so long to drink it that the waiters were laying up for breakfast by the time you finished. I am also glad to publicly declare that because Rick was being good, a little squiffy, in his own words, that the best man 7 massacred the groom 7 the following day. We like that. Rick's life. Rick. How's that? His life has been a catalogue of achievement. He has inherited his father's Midas touch, and what he has accomplished he has done with enormous panache. He was a well-known character at school, as much for his tuck box as for his extreme sporting prowess. He quickly cottoned on to the fact that it had become the most sought-after commodity in England. It became affectionately known as Fort Knox, was floated on the stock exchange and became a PLC in 1980. When the police became suspicious that he may be laundering drugs money, not even the bomb squad could get it. To list his sporting achievements would take far too long and be very boring. Suffice to say that he was one of the finest sportsmen that Radley had produced since Brough Scott. Not only was he captain of cricket, captain of hockey, vice captain of rugby, head of school, and the same captain all the way down the school. He was also senior milk monitor. He was captain of the Model Railway Club. And in his first few terms, because he was rather pretty and all the prefects took a bit of a fancy to him, he was every prefect's fag in the school. It has to be said that all this was achieved with huge support from gentleman farmer Rog Smooth at the end, and his delightful wife Jane. Jane was every schoolboy's dream. And every grown man's, for that matter. She was a regular attender of school cricket matches. And every time she came, Radley used to regularly produce a side of 13 or 14 players, all trying to field at deep square leg where Jane was sitting having her picnic. Rick's path of success. Come on, you're falling asleep. Rick! Continued through university. Together we travelled. We hit the famous sex capitals of the world. Like Fethiye in Turkey. Where instead of finding Turkish delights and Eastern promise, everybody thought we were a couple of queers. Can't imagine why. Must have been his Speedos, right? Every time we approached any girls, they thought we were going to invite them to join some kind of perverted gangbang. It was clear that Rick was struggling. There was a vital component missing in his life, and it wasn't aerial automatic. He needed a good woman. He had been tentatively sticking his toe into the water, but never taken a dive. And then he met Jenny! Not only did he then dive, he came off the board so fast. Not only did he then dive, he came off the board so fast that his trunks came off. I was initially protective. Who was this girl? Had she heard about his line and length? Was she from good stock? Was it good form that they worked in the same office? And then I met her. And all was well. She was a complete woman. Not only was she pretty and witty, but her legs came up to her armpits. Rick's a romantic. Rick's a romantic. And I was not surprised that in a typically understated fashion, he took Jenny to the Ponte Vecchio in Florence to propose to her. But I was surprised when I heard a tape of the events provided by Cable News Network. I have a summary here. I'm going to move over, actually. Rick started by saying, "Oh, Jenny, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries. Thou hast a body made for love. Marry me, or I shall suspend myself from this old bridge by robust Marks and Spencer green and white striped briefs.
Supplied by Bruce.
And I shall be sore for many days." Quite naturally, Jenny's reaction was one of complete astonishment. "Gadzooks, fair prince! Thy briefs are so robust that you would hang there for some 80 minutes. Yes, yes, yes! I will be your wife." That's it. that same night, as they snuggled up together, Rick.
How's that?
Rick
How's that?
turned to Jenny and said, You say that. Turned to her. Jenny, am I the first man you ever made love to? She turned to him and said, I thought I'd seen you before, sir. Rick and Jenny.
How's that? Fire.
Rick and Jenny.
How's that? Fire.
I think you will all agree that they make a wonderful couple. Rick,
How's that?
SMD man, whatever that means, at Procter & Gamble, with a huge car and even bigger spoilers. He's obviously lacking somewhere. And Jenny,
Good, be careful.
Rick, how do you feel about selling Hunter?